Welcome to this episode of Akau TV. We have an exciting weekend ahead with loads of runners, but starting at Matamata on Saturday, we have the Matamata Breeders' Stakes Day. In race 4, we're starting with AOTEA Lad with Michael McNabb aboard.
Yeah, he's freshened up nicely since his very good second in the Karaka Million. I've been really pleased with his work, and he looks a nice chance.
And YOURDEEL with Matthew Cameron aboard.
Yeah, same as AOTEA Lad. He had a little bit of a freshen up after his good third in the Karaka Million. Come back into the stable in really good order, and very pleased with how he's worked up. And again, should be a good chance. All three of these horses are on the way to the steamer at Ellerslie in a couple of weeks.
All right, and EQUINOX with Craig Grills aboard.
EQUINOX is a very impressive colt. He's had one start for one win. He galloped at Ellerslie last Saturday and worked nicely. The only question mark for us is whether he's got the ringcraft and experience to beat those two geldings that have had a bit more pressure put on them and a bit more racing. So it's going to be a good yardstick from tomorrow to see where he's at ahead of the steamer in 2 weeks' time.
All right, and in race 5, we see Together with Matthew Cameron aboard.
Yeah, Together, she's got a nice draw. She's a progressive mare. We really like her, and we'd like to think she's a nice each way chance. Her run at Tauranga was better than it looked. It was a little bit firmer than what we might have liked, and she sort of got back a little bit with the rail out. So even though she ran 7th, it was still a good performance.
All right, and HARLOW in the Group 2 Matamata Breeders' Stakes, race 6 with Michael McNabb aboard.
Yeah, she won well at Te Rapa. Pleased with her progress since the blinkers go on, just to try and keep her focused. She's got a nice barrier draw. Hopefully we can use that. We'd like to be in the first half of the field. She needs to take the next step up, but we do think she's a progressive filly.
All right, and heading down the line to Otaki, we have Sasso Cabarro in race 2 with Opie Bosson aboard.
Yeah, it's her first start for us since joining the stable from Australia. She galloped well at Ellerslie last Saturday, and her work since has been good. So if she can bring her Australian form to New Zealand, she's going to be a nice chance.
And Melody Bell lines up in the Hanui Farm Weight for Age Group 1 Classic, race 7 with Opie Bosson aboard.
Yeah, she's come through her last run at Te Rapa in really good order. Very pleased with her. Up to the mile should suit. She's drawn a little bit awkward, but there is rain in the area, and hopefully that might offset her wide barrier. But really pleased with it, and she'll run really well.
All right, and heading down to Wairoa on Sunday. In race 1, you have Bo Jess with Rosie Myers aboard.
He got beat a lip at Gisborne last Sunday. He wouldn't need to improve much to be another good chance.
And in race 2, Military Step with Craig Grills aboard.
Yeah, he's a horse that's just taken a little bit of time, but his trials have been good. He's got a nice handy barrier draw, and he should be a nice each way for us.
All right, and in race 3, you have Mary Gold with Rosie Myers aboard.
Yeah, she's having her first start. She's a 2-year-old that we like. Her trials have been good. We like to give our 2-year-olds a trip away in a race, and I think this will really bring her on. Again, a nice each way chance in a small, but looks a pretty open field.
And in race 4, you have Griffin with Chelsea Burden.
Yeah, he's on the back up after winning on Thursday. If he can find his form from Thursday, he's going to be another really good chance.
And in the same race, Full of Grace with Craig Grills aboard.
Yeah, he won well at Gisborne. He's up the grade on the back up from last Sunday. If he can bring his form from Gisborne, he's going to be a nice each way chance as well. All
right, and in race 6, 3 runners, starting with Lord High Spirit.
Yeah, he's drawn the outside after running really well on Thursday. He's a doubtful starter. We might keep him, bring him home and step him up to a mile.
And Rock Idol with Craig Grills aboard.
Yeah, won well on Thursday, won quite convincingly. So he takes he could take his place. He has run Sunday, Thursday. As long as we're happy with him over the next couple of days, he will run from a handy barrier. Does need to step up into the next grade, but the way he went on Thursday, it looks like he can.
All right, and Miss Scandinavia with Rosie Myers aboard.
Yeah, disappointing Thursday. Seniorita back on, put her in the race from a good barrier. I think she can turn her form around quickly.
All right, so lots of runners this weekend. Have you got a best bet for us, Jamie?
I like YOURDEEL in the 2-year-old boys race at Matamata. I think he's come out of the Karaka Million in really good order, progressive horse, but we've got some nice each way chances, and hopefully there's some value for punters through the weekend.
Right, well, good luck to all our owners and connections.